Boxing's craziest predictions will leave you speechless. The heavyweight chaos and featherweight fireworks that nobody saw coming. Listen up, fight fans. We're about to dive into the wildest boxing predictions that'll have you questioning everything you thought you knew about the sweet science. From heavyweight heartbreak to featherweight fireworks, these aren't your typical fight breakdowns. We're talking about the kind of predictions that make your uncle at Thanksgiving dinner look like a boxing genius. Will Usyk actually fight Parker next, or is this just another boxing tease? Here's the tea. Alexander Usyk is basically stuck between a rock and a hard place. After that absolutely devastating fifth-round demolition of Daniel Dubois back in July, everyone expected the Ukrainian powerhouse to cruise toward a Tyson Fury trilogy. Plot twist: the WBO has other plans. The sanctioning body is essentially playing hardball, demanding Usyk face mandatory challenger Joseph Parker next. Think of it like your mom telling you to clean your room before you can go out with friends. Except your room is a boxing ring and your friends are multi-million-dollar paydays. Riyadh season reportedly isn't interested in footing the bill for Usyk versus Parker, which means our undisputed champ might have to take a significant pay cut or risk losing his WBO belt entirely. Smart money says Usyk takes the Parker fight, possibly in Germany, where Ukrainian fans can actually make the trip without selling a kidney. Can Nick Ball really claim the featherweight throne with a Goodman knockout? Hold your horses there, boxing enthusiasts. While Nick Ball is absolutely expected to handle Sam Goodman on August 16th, the betting odds have him as a massive favorite. Crowning him the undisputed king of 126 pounds might be jumping the gun faster than a premature celebration. Here's the reality check. Goodman is stepping up from a different division and hasn't exactly been setting the world on fire lately. Meanwhile, you've got Rafael Espinoza standing 6'1" in a division where most fighters could comfortably shop in the kids section, and Stephen Fulton waiting in the wings with serious boxing credentials. Ball needs to prove himself against elite competition before anyone starts carving his name on the featherweight Mount Rushmore. A knockout against Goodman would be impressive, sure, but it's more like beating the neighborhood bully rather than conquering the entire schoolyard. The Anthony Joshua circus. Will it be Paul, Fury, or surprise guest Tony Yoka? Remember when everyone thought Jake Paul fighting actual boxers was just an elaborate YouTube prank? Well, surprise, he's actually serious about wanting to trade leather with Anthony Joshua. But here's where things get interesting. Those whispers from North London suggest Joshua might have other plans. Tony Yoka, fellow Olympic gold medalist, and someone who actually knows which end of the gloves to put on, could be Joshua's next dance partner instead. Think of it as choosing between a calculated business decision and a legitimate boxing match. Joshua's coming off that brutal knockout loss to Dubois, so maybe facing someone with actual boxing pedigree makes more sense than chasing YouTube money. The smart play. Yoka serves as the perfect tune-up fight, allowing Joshua to rebuild confidence while his team negotiates the Paul payday for early 2026. It's like warming up with practice swings before stepping into the batter's box against the closer. Can the ageless Manny Pacquiao pull off one more miracle? At 46 years old, Manny Pacquiao looked surprisingly sharp in his draw against Mario Barrios. The Filipino legend isn't ready to hang up the gloves just yet, and honestly, who are we to argue with boxing's only 8-division world champion? The key is smart matchmaking. With Jaron Boots Ennis potentially moving up divisions, opportunities will open up at welterweight. Pacquiao needs to avoid the young killers like Brian Norman Jr., who's been flattening opponents faster than you can say retirement home. The IBF title situation looks promising, with Lewis Crocker and Paddy Donovan fighting for the vacant belt in September. Either of these fighters would represent Pacquiao's best shot at capturing gold one more time, assuming his team can navigate him away from the division's most dangerous names.